Did I ever tell you I spent half a year in a dungeon? It took 3 companions to haul me in. I don't know what for, but I reckon they had good cause.
Interesting insight, Gore. Okay, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back on Skyrim VR doing the ultimate essentials mod list gameplay walkthrough. God, that was a mouthful. And as you saw my last episode, the game crashed. I knew it would happen, so I spoke too soon and I got too happy. How? I got a little too happy a little too soon. So, you know, there's a saying that goes, hope for the best, expect the worst. And when it comes to playing and modding this game, that's pretty much how I'm going to view things. I'm playing on a different platform this time. I'm on the Quest 2, and I think this might be my preferred way to play. It's not as crisp and clear as the Reverb, but wow, the frame rate is very, very good. I have it increased to 90 frames on my Quest 2 by default for the max resolution. So it's doing its job. Plus I have smooth movement, or yeah, something on there. There's a setting you can adjust on the Oculus mirror, and it makes the movement when recording much smoother. I guess it's similar to the smooth movement on the Steam platform, but you know, it looks just as, maybe not just as good. It's different, I'd say. It's different. Is it bad? No. I would say it's pretty close. It's pretty close in terms of quality. It's just a little clearer, I think, on the Reverb. But I prefer gameplay over anything else, especially when you're on a VR headset. You need you need as many frames as possible. So I'm happy with this. Let's see how long, this will last without crashing. I had to remove, I don't know who that is, if that's a friend or a foe, so I'm gonna keep back for now. I don't know what I was gonna say. God, I just lost my train of thought. Wait, what are you doing with... Why did he equip the sword? That's weird. Yeah, I think I was saying, so I was talking about frame rate and the absolute need and prerequisite for a smooth gameplay experience. And yeah, this is doing it. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know how long I can record for and play without the game crashing, but I'm just gonna play as long as I can. So this is probably gonna be like a 2-hour video. I can't exceed more than 2 hours in general because of my hard drive space. And besides that, I can't play for more than 2 hours on the Quest 2 platform anyways, because it's wireless and the battery only lasts for about roughly around about 2 hours. So I'm thinking about maybe upgrading the Quest, maybe getting a better battery that I can attach to my Elite strap. So I'll look into it. It's not cheap though. The additional battery is maybe about $60. I saw another YouTuber advertise it on his thing. Well, I don't know if he's sponsored or anything like that, but this person was kind and gracious enough to share his insights about how he plays his games and tips and tricks when it comes to the Quest 2. And he mentioned that he bought a battery, some kind of battery pack, and this thing lasts, I think he said about 8 hours. That's crazy. I don't play games, even 2D games, for 8 hours straight anyway, so. But I'd say for VR, you know, if I can get 4 hours, I'm happy. I usually don't play for more than about 2 hours in general, so I'm, you know what? I'm just talking shit. I might not even need to get this, but it's kind of psychological. It's good to know that if I chose to play for more than 2 hours, I would be able to. So, all right, let me stop rambling and let me see who this is. I got a feeling this person is going to attack. Just in case, let me pull out some so I have magic spells here. Okay. She's not an enemy.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you.
You're a mercenary?
I am an artist.
I love this. This is called Spells That Emit Light. You got to download this. It's glorious. It's amazing.
After all, where is the
It might kill your frame rate though, but the fact that these spells actually cast shadows and light and everything and emits light and cast shadows is really good. Another time, perhaps.
If you change your mind, seek me out here.
You should be more careful with those flames.
The sky looks stunning. Very beautiful. I changed the skies to 4K textures. The ethereal cosmos, I changed it to vivid. I think it's 4K. And the stars, I changed the map stars, or star map, whatever it's called. I changed it to small and big stars and 4K. These 2K, it didn't look bad, but it just didn't really cut it. I don't think. It just looked more like it looked more like a low-res painting or backdrop more than anything else. So, yeah, you know, anybody who plays this, you need at least a 1080 Ti to really enjoy this.
Yes?
Yeah, that's one thing I forgot to say is I removed a mod that possibly is causing conflicts. I downloaded along with the Flower Girls mod. It was called Amorous Adventures, so I got rid of that just in case. Before I downloaded that, things were pretty much smooth. And I hope it's not causing trouble, but I downloaded Better Magic. It just came out. I saw it on Kangar's channel. He showed a brief showcase of this particular mod, and it improves dual casting. So I downloaded that. And since it just came out, it could be still in like beta or something, and it might cause conflicts. Okay, he can't physically climb.
What could it mean? Return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that on? Such power.
Masha, move!
I'm hungry.
What's the hurry?
Oh no, don't tell me I'm stuck. Oh, that would suck. Okay. I'm not stuck. That would have
Gods,
pissed
it's
me
true,
off.
Isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast?
You know, I can't see Jack. I'm gonna have to change the time. Let me change it to... let me advance it about 6 hours, I'd say is good. And it's raining, of course. Alright. Maybe it does look a lot better on the reverb. There's a lot of aliasing. Things look kind of low res, to be honest.
I was thinking, you should try and slice off some of his meat. Seems only fair we eat him.
One of the problems is I had the Fidelity FX mod installed onto Skyrim's main folder, and it's knocked down to 0.77. So I might boost it a bit to maybe 0.85. I'm getting 90 frames at, well, maybe at least 60 or 70, but I don't know, I can't tell the difference. I think it could be 90. Oh, who's this? Who are you?
Greetings and salutations. My name is... Wait a minute. Are you an Imperial agent?
As a matter of fact, I'm not.
That's exactly what an Imperial slug would say. You're the second patrol to come here in the last week. My letters must be working. The last guy was shaking in his stupid red dress, saying I was more valuable to the cause alive. And he's right. I'm the most valuable soldier in the whole Stormcloak army.
Do you own this shack?
This dump? Are you out of your mind? I just sleep here, live here, and use the vegetable garden. No, this all belongs to someone else.
I don't think those are vegetables.
Sure they are. There's corn, artichokes, and that nightshade-looking thing over there is some kind of dwarven onion.
Who owns the shack?
Some plant mage. Probably wasn't a very good one either, using a stove for an alchemy table.
What will you do if he returns?
I'll let him move back in.
Where will you go?
I said I'd let him move back in. I didn't say I was moving out. I'll let him sleep on the chair out back. Unless he snores.
How gracious.
And it's the axe. There's a war going on and I have letters to write. I don't have time to be civil to someone who bays like a horse every time he takes a nap.
You're a Stormcloak?
Of course. Not officially, but I follow the one true king of Skyrim. Not that harlot widow, what's-her-face, General Tullius. What kind of name is that for a Jarl? Or a woman? General. Sounds like something I'd name a store. Or the assortment of garbage that collects under my foot.
I take it you have a different opinion of the name Ulfric.
Of course.
A lot of these lines aren't
It's
working.
A strong Nord name. A strong Nord name for a strong Nord man. Some people even think Ulfric is Talos reborn. That's ridiculous. Ulfric isn't the second coming of Talos. He is Talos.
Ulfric is Talos?
That's right. Tiber's septum has been hiding ever since he faked his death in the 38th year of the Third Era. I can prove it. I was there.
Are you implying you're hundreds of years old? Damn, these lines aren't working.
What? Have you been sticking fire salts up your ass? Well, you shouldn't. Sure, it feels good, but it'll give you the meanest rash. Not that that'll stop children from doing it. Children are the worst breed of fungus. I
Oh,
should know. I
wow.
used to own one.
Of course, but can you answer the question?
Huh? What question?
You were saying both you and Ulfric are hundreds of years old.
I never said that. You ought to get your eyes checked. I'm not a
Yeah, I don't know.
20.
Maybe my mic's not working?
I got my hand on this thing. It's called an Elder Scroll. I used it to travel to another dimension where they had invented time travel and something called a centaur. I think it's like a minotaur with the head of a centurion.
His eye looks pretty cool.
What? Then it's already begun. Well, that's the thing. He never existed. Of course, some people say he was seduced away by dark. Just another thing dreamt up by mages who need courage
Alright.
spells to confront
This
the
conversation is getting a little old.
failures.
I think I'm gonna have to turn this off, and I'm gonna increase the resolution. This is not cutting it for me.
Curse those Imperial dogs. That snake got me while my back was turned.
Are you okay?
What does it look like, fool? Of course I'm not. Gods, I'm going to bleed out here with no one but you for company.
Oh, I won't say that. Here, take this. It'll help you with the pain.
Keep your eyes open. The Thalmor are always about. Yes?
Alright, let me see if I can heal her.
What I wouldn't give for a bottle of mead with juniper berries mixed in.
Here, I just healed you. Uh-oh.
Talos willing Skyrim. What does it look? Gods, I'm going to bleed out here with no one but you for company. Touch me and I will gut you, creature. Get out of here before the others show up. We may kill you to rid the world of your lecherous fur. Go on, get out. No soul, living or dead, wants to touch you.
Ooh.
Yes? Yes?
Well, that's what you get for trying to help people. Just like real life. Let me take all these ingredients. Alright.
Yes?
I mean, the frame rate is really good, but it's just the resolution really sucks. Alright, yeah, fuck it. Let me save this. And I shall be right back. See you in a few. Wait. Let me stop the recording first. Alright, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna increase the resolution. Alright, be right back. Bye-bye. Okay, what's up, guys? I am back, and I increased the resolution from on the Fidelity FX mod configuration thing in my folder, in the Skyrim VR folder. I increased it. I had it on ultra quality, which is 0.77. But I increased it to 0.85 as I saw that certain numerical parameter was suggested by another YouTuber that uses the same Fidelity FX mod. So it looks better, I'd say. It's a little better. And the thing is, I like this, is I'm still I'm still getting a solid frame rate, which, of course, as you know, I value more than anything else. So, yeah. Doesn't look quite as good as the Reverb G2. Whoa, Jesus Christ. That was terrifying. But it's playable. It's playable. So, it's a big moose. Alright, let's just hope it doesn't crash. And what am I up to? I am... Yeah, I need to go to Eberstead first. I hope I'm going the right way. Okay, Eberstead is this way. Yeah. And then... Oh, the bear. Go get him, Masha. Roast bear. Bear claws. Yeah, this is how I usually play the game. Whenever I come across a unknown ingredient that I haven't tried yet, any eaten, I will do that. Because then you know the chemical properties, the properties of the ingredient, and it will increase your knowledge when it comes to doing that, what do you call that? Creating potions and whatnot. That's a weird texture right here. Yeah, it's still a bit choppy. Meaning the pixels. But that's to be expected because it's in the distance. Alright, let me stop at a bar.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
You know, great game, love it. But one thing that I don't like about the game is that
This place almost reminds me of my
all the
home.
taverns look
Almost.
pretty much identical everywhere.
If there are 500 steps to each marker, then maybe...
Skyrim certainly
Ah,
fair share of
this is pointless. Taraki cannot rely on shortcuts.
I told you to keep away from there.
I'm sorry.
Is there anything I can help you with?
I didn't believe the stories. I won't go over there ever again.
Not all the
Yes,
lines are working. I don't know what's going on here.
There is something foul afoot, friend. Taraki can smell the stench of betrayal in the air.
Have you spoken to Fastred yet?
No, I'll tell you, Wilhelm. If I could sweep her away from here tomorrow, I'd do it. But Klimek still has so much...
What you smell is skooma, and it's not in the air, but on your breath.
Then hold your nose and open your eyes. Where one sense fails, the other may see the truth.
Perhaps it would be best if you explain your dilemma in detail. Perhaps it would be best if you explained your dilemma in detail.
Taraki talks of the steps to high.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's not hearing my voice properly. I know I'm not mumbling.
7,000 steps. Yet Taraki finds that number peculiar. Do you not find it odd that the number is so round? Was the path altered to match the myth? Are the steps not all the same size? I have found it difficult to believe, based on my calculations, that there can be any more than 6,972 steps.
Even if it were so, no one has the time to count the steps one by one.
Ah, which is precisely what makes it so ingenious. If it were only 100 steps, they could never get away with it. The fact that the number is so impossibly high makes it so that no one can question its merit. The steps must be counted one by one. It is the only way anyone can be sure.
You're out of your mind if you think I'm going to count the steps for you. You're out of your mind if you think I'm going to count the steps for you. Shit.
But you must.
Not working.
Daraki is not strong enough to fight off the trolls and bears and sabercats on the path. Daraki suspects they were put there on purpose, to interrupt those who wish to count the steps.
Why is the number of steps so important to you?
It is about trust.
I'll tell you, Wilhelm.
You see,
If I could sweep her away
Daraki did not come to Skyrim alone.
still has so much.
His childhood friend Adanya was by his side. Adanya had heard Khajiit caravans were thriving here. She begged Daraki to come with her. Adanya had promised Daraki that she would never leave his side. She vowed that she would never leave him alone in this cold, terrible place. But that was a lie. We had come through the gate to the south from Cyrodiil. We followed the road north when we were ambushed by bandits. There were so many
Asinius
of them.
Axius.
Is it absolutely necessary for you to bother me right now?
Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
Clinic brings food supplies up to them once every few weeks, when the weather permits it. Other than that, they seem like a quiet lot. Don't really know too much about them.
He saw her die. And all he could do, all he did, was run.
So you ran like a coward. Pathetic.
It is not Daraki's fault. He was lied to. You will see when you count them. You will know how it feels to be betrayed.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Ivarstead?
Oh, you're a traveler. You must have so much to tell about the world outside this boring town.
Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
The Greybeards are a strange bunch. I heard they lived their entire life without uttering a single word. Can you even imagine? The Greybeards are a strange bunch. I heard they lived their entire life without uttering a single word. Can you even imagine?
I can't see you, Rada. I can't find you. Why are you hiding? Hiding, hide. Don't make me sad.
I am not gonna say the last one. Are you okay?
Rada was here, then gone. Went to gather plants and never came home. Nope. Everyone looked and no one could find her. Wilhelm said she'll be back. Told Narfi not to worry. Rada will come back.
What would you do for, say, 25 septims? What would you do for, say, 25 septims?
I would do anything for you. What do you
No.
do for me?
No.
We don't get many visitors through here. If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted.
What's the story with Narfi?
He's harmless. He's been in a state ever since his sister Rada disappeared over a year ago. He just keeps to himself in what's left of his folks' farmhouse across the river.
You told Narfi she's coming back?
I just said that to make the poor guy feel better. I'm pretty sure she's dead. Rada would gather ingredients from the small island in the river east of here. Then one day...
Hello? Okay, it's working.
I tried to look for her, but she never turned up.
Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
The Greybeards are a solitary lot. I don't think they've ever ventured outside their monastery. We get the occasional pilgrim passing through here on their way to the summit, but almost all of them have returned disappointed.
Tell me more about the barrow. Tell me more about the barrow.
There ain't much more to tell. They're haunted, and you should stay away. Look, I've seen one of the spirits with my very own eyes. When it glared at me, I swear it burned right through my soul.
Do the spirits haunt your town as well? Do the spirits haunt your town as well?
Fortunately, they seem
Yeah, I
to
have to
stick
say the
to
lines
barrow.
more than once.
I think
Or
they're
twice
guarded.
sometimes.
Certainly isn't helping.
Maybe there's something wrong with the speech recognition software. I don't know.
Rent a room anywhere near a haunted
So I'm
barrow.
checking my mic. I'm looking under at the OBS, and my Antlion mic, it's a wireless mic, it's registering. I can see the green bar moving back and forth as I speak, so it's registering. I don't know what's going on. I could investigate for you.
If you think there's anything you can do, be my guest.
Heard any rumors lately? Heard any rumors lately?
People say there's someone in Riften that can change your
Unless what's
face.
happening is I have my air conditioner
you
on.
look
Maybe
completely
the
different.
background noise is muddling the connection or the sound of my voice to the microphone. I don't know. Has anyone ever explored the barrow?
About a year or two ago, some fella named Windelius.
Yeah, I have to speak loud and
said he
clearly
was
and
some
like
kind
really
of a
enunciate
treasure hunter.
my words.
I warned him not to go in there, just like I warned you. The very next night, we heard screams from the barrow, and that was it. We never saw him again.
Anything dangerous on that small island to the east? Ah, fuck.
I've seen some sort of a cave entrance over there. Folks call it Geierman's Hall, but I don't know why. Probably best if you avoid it for now. It didn't seem to do Rada any good.
Where can I learn more about magic? Where can I learn more about magic?
Sir, I've got no interest in magic users. No use for their kind at all. They're way up north in Winterhold, and that's fine with me. I don't even like our Jarl having a court wizard. Keep your eyes open in the barrow. That's how they get you. Have you spoken to Fastred yet?
No, I'll tell you, Wilhelm. If I could sweep her away from here tomorrow, I'd do it. But Klimek still has so much to learn.
Klimek is doing just fine.
Pardon. If you fancy a bit of music, let me know.
Perhaps one day, but not today.
What do you play?
I play the lute. If you'd like to hear something, it only costs 5 gold.
Damn. Merely 5 gold? I'd easily pay twice that to hear you play.
Why, thank you. You're very kind. Still interested?
Sounds reasonable. Sounds reasonable.
Thank you, my lord.
Nice. Okay, her tit is popping out in the back of the loot. The texture problem. Of course, most of the female NPCs in this game weren't designed initially to have such, you know, to be so top heavy. Right? Yeah. He's got plenty of personality himself. Alright, let me get out of here. Let me continue on with the mission. What's this guy have to say? Wait, Garius. Greetings. Greetings.
Fair tidings to you, stranger. There's some good food in this place, although I'm not used to sleeping in a bed.
Maybe I had to fix my microphone a bit. Bring it closer to my mouth. I wouldn't have expected to see one of the Legion here. Why Everstead?
But that's precisely it, isn't it? So many of my comrades and kin dismiss the Northlings as brutes and traitors. But if we are to defeat our enemy, we must first understand them. Simple fear and propaganda get us nowhere. Officially, I'm meant to be part of a garrison reinforcing the Northeast, but I was given leave to learn more of the Nords.
Why would you want to learn about them? Killing is simple enough.
Indeed, but the blood and anger here runs far deeper than simple material gain or jealousy. No, Ulfric is just a product of the true problem, anger and discontent at the heart of our empire. If I can learn more of these people, what drives them, then perhaps I can understand them.
It's simple. They wish to worship Talos, and the Dominion keeps them from it.
True enough, but Ulfric fails to understand that we're the only ones keeping the Dominion from the door. But he doesn't, of course. Arrogance. Greed. He is a fool, and a dangerous one at that. I sympathize with them and the loss of Talos worship, but this is not the way. I can only hope that my attempts at finding a way through this are not too late, and that both nations' destruction can be averted.
So why are you here?
Why else? I am preparing to make the ascent to High Hrothgar, just as many of the Nords have done before me. I will meditate on the path of these 7,000
Really?
steps.
You're gonna stand right in front of me?
Emperor willing, glean more of what drives these people.
And in the world,
Then you must be this Dovahkiin the voice mentioned.
what are we?
No, my attempts at learning of our enemy do not include mantling their hero. I am just a soldier, and an Imperial at that. Perhaps someone else will answer the call. I wonder who that will be.
Okay, I can't get it past this guy. Alright, let me see who this is. What does she have to say?
Oh, you're a traveler. You must have so
Alright.
much to tell about the world
Continue on.
outside this door.
Oh, it's not raining anymore. That's good. I think I hear a Nern route somewhere. Where is it? There it is.
What then? No. No, I can't bear the thought. My daughter's driving me crazy. So forgive me if I'm a bit on edge.
Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
They call it the path to the monastery to 7,000 steps. Can you imagine? I'm not certain if I could even make it to the top without collapsing from exhaustion. Just get out of town as fast as you can. Nothing for anyone.
Alright, the journey begins.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some surprise?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. I wish I could make my deliveries more often. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
What types of deliveries do you make to High Hrothgar?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
They're not the only ones, believe me. And in return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing to 7,000 steps takes its toll.
I could do it for you.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thu'um, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them. Be careful up there.
.3D sound is really good. Very good in this game. Oh, this is different. I don't remember seeing these torch things here. Alright, this is going to be a long trek. I played back the first clip I made, the one prior to this, and wow, it looked really, really smooth, the movement. So I don't know, I'm torn between playing on the Quest 2 or the Reverb. What I think I'm probably gonna do is, if I'm playing for long periods of time without recording, I'll play on the Reverb. But if I plan on doing any recordings of this game, I'm gonna keep it on the Quest 2 through Airlink. Because when I'm playing in the Reverb and recording OBS, like the frame rate really tanks down. It looks, you know, it's very jarring. I love these magic effects. Speaking of which, let me see if I can level up. No, I can't level up yet. So I want to be able to... Where is it? Yeah, I want to dual cast, actually. See if that dual cast mod works. Alright, I'll try to do that my next one. Requires 20. Okay, yeah, I can do it my next one. My next my next skill point.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Did you hear the Greybeards call Dovahkiin?
I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
Do you visit the Greybeards? Do you visit the Greybeards?
They're not the
Yeah, I
sort
don't know
to
why I
take
have to say
risks.
these lines twice.
But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way. Aye.
Where's the other guy? Oh shit. Did he dip on me? Fucking guy. Wow. Totally unreliable. Fuck him. Alright. Alright, Masha. Just you and me. It's not working. This corpse is supposed to either burn or it's supposed to show electric shock burns, but it's not. Yeah, maybe that improved magic mod might have overwritten other stuff. I hope not. Look at that view. Sissel. Ooh, coins. Call these things. I think they're called cairns. I never really understood the symbolism behind the stacking stones, making these little stone cairns. Gotta look that up one of these days. Yeah, that's a long drop. Ah. It's another thing I installed, or the pack came with, is Fallen Trees. Very, very cool mod. Who's this?
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Rothgar.
Bandits, Forsworn, Imperials.
Oh, look who decided to show up.
So many choices.
Who are you?
Hard to choose.
Who are you?
Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
Smack you. Disappeared on me like that. What are you doing?
Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years.
Did you hear the Greybeards call Dovahkiin?
I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
Yeah, I wonder if I can go over here to the edge. Hey, Gore. Why don't you come over here? I want to see if I can kick you off the edge of this cliff. Yeah, that's quite a way down. I do not want to fall off this ledge. I mean, I'm telling you, it's amazing in virtual reality just to be able to do this. Where'd they go? You know, the good thing about it is if they ever get lost or they can't make it to a certain area that you are in, if the next time you appear somewhere, like inside a tavern or inside another location, they automatically spawn to you, which is pretty cool. Thank God. Yeah, this dude must have got stuck somewhere. Alright, I know there's a troll here. No, not an internet troll, an actual troll. Where'd it go? Usually here. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, footprints. Oh, fuck, there it is. Oh, shit. She's hurt.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Shout at us, and let us taste of your voice. Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Angil. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the Dragonblood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the Dragonblood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny. That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination. You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you roll, the second word.
I didn't think you were the praying type. I hope you didn't come here on account of me.
The dragon tongue. Combine it with Hus, force, to focus your thumb or shot. Roll. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of role. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear. Use both Hus and roll. Together they will make the shout more powerful. Well done. Again. You learn quickly. Once more. Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Boy. We will now see how you learn a completely new skill. Master Bori will teach you wool, which means work. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thumb. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you this knowledge of wool. Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shot. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. Is this your best effort? Begin. Try it again. Breath and focus. Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, the master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, He spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. Although this in the contemplation of the sky, we study the way of the voice according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you. We study the way of the voice according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few, but in your case, Dragon 5, when your voice can open the path, you will know. As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him. Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort. Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able what you have. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent. No doubt you should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be good. Then you will be ready for whatever lies ahead. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. Sky?
We are trespassing, friend. This is an animal clone. They say Skyrim belongs to the Nords. Mostly Nords say it. But I say it belongs to whoever has the biggest hammer.
scratches.
It was taken by a lightning strike. Wish I had time to deal with it, but it's hard enough with all these wounded from the war.
Please, don't just let it stay like this. It's disgraceful.
I really don't have time to deal with you right now. Please just let me get back to my work.
But this is supposed to be your work.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag ravens yet? Oh, Well, I honestly didn't expect you to come back. Of course I'm glad you did. Now... I don't really want to touch that thing, though. Do you think you could handle the next steps? Eldergleam Sanctuary Grove is to the east of here. You can use Nettlebane to retrieve some of its sap.
Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove of the Eldergleam? I am a traveler, a pilgrim. I follow the voice of Kinnereth wherever it can be heard. I've dreamed of seeing Eldergleam for years. Might I travel alongside you? I understand. Some journeys must be taken alone. Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove of the Eldergleam? Until next time.
Do you have the Eldergleam sap?